Hey guys, and welcome back. It's the end of the season in November here, and I have a few machines left that basically, were a lot of work and I didn't do over the course of the mowing season. This is one of them. And to answer the question, no, I don't think we can save this one, at least not in its current form. However, the engine could possibly live on for another day. Alright, a little backstory on this while I check out the basics is this mower, I got this from a girl that I traded this for the, remember the red hydrolocked mower? Yeah, so she took that one and gave me this one. It's got oil in it. And when I took this, she said that she had been mowing the lawn with this, and that she had to use a face mask because the grass was spraying out everywhere, out the back, out the front, and she said it was time for a new mower, and I very much agreed with that. She told me that the engine was working fine. Wow. That's that may need to be addressed, but really it was the rest of it, all the rust and everything. There's not much gas in it. There's a little bit of stuff down at the bottom. So if I'm gonna try and start this up, I don't really feel comfortable doing that, although safety third, but this may be a little much. So what I might end up doing is taking the blade off and putting this thing up on blocks and then trying to start it. What do you think about that? I mean, how could she use this with one wheel hanging off like that? Oh boy. Looks like she tried to tie it on. Alright, what is this? 5/8? Nope. 9/16? Yep. That worked. Alright, with the blade out of the way, actually you can see this is why it rusted out. So all of this wet grass sits on here and it rusts the frame out. And so you have to remove that from time to time. Anyway, with the blade away, we don't have to worry about that flying around and cutting somebody's arm or fingers off. And so I could just lie this on the ground now, and it would be fine. This shaft wouldn't contact anything. It is up higher than this. Let's just verify I have the bale tied back. Hopefully this thing won't start. But yeah, it's not touching. Seems like it has compression. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna hurt anything. Nothing's gonna touch the pavement or anything like that. I think we're good. Let's do something about this. Ugh. Like stuff growing in it. Should we just put some gas in it and go for it? I'm tempted to just say yes. I've repositioned it so that all the open spots on it and the rusted out spots are pointing away from anything of any importance. So I have no idea what this thing is gonna do. Nothing, apparently. All right. While we're here, might as well check for spark, and I think I'm going to do a compression test too, just to kind of see what we have. If I'm going to save the engine whole and not part it out, I'd like to know what I have beforehand, so let's just do a, an evaluation and see what we've got. It's been running a little lean. Not terrible though. In the shade now, maybe you can see it a little better. $120, not bad. You guys have seen me do this a million times. If you want to see a detailed view of how to do this, I'll put a link in the upper right hand corner. But I'm going to clean out this carb and gas tank and put it back on and see what we get. Now that we're past that diversion, what do you say we try this again? All right, spark plug's in. Everything is back together. I have the cable bail tied back. That's how I'll stop it if it does start. So let's see. All right, we have a runner. I think part of the reason why it's hunting like that is that it has no blade. the blade acts as kind of a, you know, a weight, a flywheel, inertial mass on the crankshaft to smooth it out. I mean, I could drill the jet and make it run, but that's not the point here. The point is we have a running engine with good compression and everything like that, so I think we accomplished what we set out to do. So basically the next step will be to part this thing out one more time. Actually runs pretty good. This is steel on aluminum. That's always going to give us a problem. Alright, what do you think? Actually, I think I'm going to need a bigger wrench, but what do you think? Do you think I'm going to be able to break this loose? Oh, that was surprisingly easy. Try the other. That one, not as much. Let me get a better grip on it. No, it moved. I'm gonna go back and forth. Once you get a little bit of movement like that, you can work it. It feels like it wants to snap. Let me get a 1/2-inch wrench to do this. It's be easier on my hands. I don't think I have ever used this socket. Huh. Well, we'll have to fix that right away. Oh, it feels like a snapper. Alright, I'm going to work on this for a while, bring you back. Alright, I pretty much got all three. This one was definitely the hardest, but once you get these things to kind of rotate one full 360 around, then it becomes pretty easy. Then you got it. But it's that first 360 where you get just a little bit of movement and you rock it back and forth, and you get a little bit more movement each time until you get it all the way around. Then you got it. Once you get that first little bit of movement, if you go for it, if you just, you know, try to spin it all the way around, you're likely going to snap it, especially when it's like steel on aluminum like this. You got to rock it back and forth very gingerly and, you know, work it that one full 360 around before you can really, you know, just spin it. So I don't know if you can see that, but you can see the shiny metal on here. That's the aluminum threads coming with it. So it started pulling the aluminum thread. So if you reinstall this kind of stuff, you probably want to run a die over this and maybe a tap through the engine and clean up the threads, and then put anti-seize and maybe, well, this is probably all right. You might want to replace the lock washers, but maybe not. Well, the engine is off. I've disassembled a little bit more of it. I don't think I'm gonna keep too much more than the engine and the cable, which I already took in the garage. Might take the wheels off and save those. Oh, actually, one thing that I am going to save, these things are very hard to get. So all of these, the handlebar hardware and stuff like that, that's definitely gonna be saved. But beyond that, I think that's it. So, alright guys, thanks for joining me on this one. And if you like these videos, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you on the next one.